Well, hi everybody. As you'll know, there's not much to report at the moment. There's not a lot going on in the pond world. All the covers are still on. They are still getting a handful of food a day. The pond's holding just under 10 degrees at the moment, and we've had it really cold. The wind that was coming from the south, that blew all the leaves in my garden, has decided now to come from the east. So all them trees down the bottom there, that I've had all the leaves off when the wind was coming from the south, has now turned round to the east, and I'm getting all the leaves off these trees here. So I've got my leaf collector out. I'm going to whap round and pick them up. But there was no end on the top of that pond, which the wind has blown off now into the garden, which has saved me a heck of a lot of work, or saved the pump a heck of a lot of work. The pond covers has kept them out, but I've got these to clear up again now. If you don't keep on top of them, they do get quite full, and it's a job to catch it between showers of rain. So I'm going to get that done now. It's really cold out here. It's about 6-7 degrees at the most, so it's really cold, and really cold at nights, but the pond's still holding up, which I'm quite pleased about. But I'll get on before it rains and get these leaves cleaned up. Well guys, there's just something I want to show you in the field here. It's right across there. We'll see if we can get in. Now I'm not sure, I'm trying to hold the camera still, whether you can see him. I think you can. That's in the field next door. He's a big old boy, he is. Quite a big one. Heron. Makes me feel better about having my pond covers on at this time of year. He's about to go in the dike for his breakfast. He'll be after frogs, anything that's in there basically. They'll eat anything. But he's quite a big one, that one. He's going in there for his breakfast. Into that drain. And it just makes me feel glad I've got my pond covers on. He's quite a big old boy. Oh, he's taken flight. There he goes. He's off somewhere. He's off and gone now. I think I spooked him. He was looking at me. He was going to go in the dike. He usually goes in the dike. I think he gets the frogs and whatever's in there. But I think I spooked him a little bit watching him. He's gone now. At least he knows I'm here, and at least I've got the pond covers on, which is a bit of peace of mind, I must say. Well guys, I got most of them cleaned up. I've had to pack up though, rain stopped play I'm afraid, but I got the majority of them. As you can see, they're coming back in as fast as I'm clearing them up. But if I keep on top of it, there won't be a huge amount all in one go. But rain stopped play, so I'm afraid it's cup of tea time. Well, as you can probably hear, it's absolutely chucking it down outside now. But I just wanted to show you this. That pump there is the old pump out of my skimmer. It worked perfectly alright, apart from when you switched it on. It needed a bang to get it going, which isn't good for what I'd got in mind for my skimmer for this time of year. So it had to come out, and I've actually put the pump in there that was in my backy shower, that I used to use on the backy shower. That is now in the skimmer. So what I've actually done, because if the water sits in that skimmer for quite a long while, it will go stagnant. So what I have got there is a timer, and I've actually got the pump in the skimmer on a timer now. So at 12 o'clock every day it'll run for about 20 minutes. That's just to keep the water fresh in the skimmer. Otherwise, if it sits there and doesn't do anything, like I say, it will go stagnant, and I don't want that. So it runs for about 20 minutes at 12 o'clock dinner time every day, just to keep the water fresh in there. Well, hi everybody, and it's another, the sun is out a little, but it's another really cold day here again today. And the fish are doing fine. They're in there swimming about. They're all good. It's got up to 7 degrees. It was just above 4 degrees this morning, but the weather has got up to about 7 degrees at the moment. We'll just have a quick look. There is a bit of wind, so I hope the microphone's doing its job. Yeah, we're up to about 6 degrees there. 6, nearly 7, so not too bad. The pond's still at 9 something, so it's doing quite well. Now, in the last video I did do some underwater shots of my fish, and I did say that everybody could do this. It's quite easy to do, and one or two said a GoPro camera at sort of 40, 50, 60 pound isn't cheap, but you can do it a lot cheaper than that. Anybody can do them underwater shots. The first one I ever did, I did with my phone. And you can, if you go on eBay, get one of these bags, and they're 3 or 4 quid I think, and you drop your phone in there, and they're 100% waterproof, and you can take all the video of your fish that you want. And you, like I say, you do get a real good shot of your fish, and you can tell if they've got any problems way before you'll ever see them from the top. So it is a first class way of keeping an eye on your fish. And like I say, it can be done with one of these for 3 or 4 quid. You just drop your phone in it, set it to record, seal it up, and you can, I did actually take that to a pole, and you can take all the video you want of your fish underwater. So anybody can really do it for the cost of £3 or £4. You don't have to have a GoPro camera. Okay guys, what I hope you're seeing here is some video, well, some of the first video I ever took with my phone in one of them waterproof bags. And this is how it came out, which is really good, and well, plenty good enough. It really shows your fish, and if you've got any marks or infections or whatever, it really will show them up. And well worthwhile doing, really. And for the cost of £3 or £4, it's not out of the way for anybody. But a really good idea, I think, to keep a close eye on your fish and exactly what's going on. It is quite cold out here, so I shan't be out here long. The leaves aren't too bad at the moment. They've eased up a little since the last time I did it. But everything's good at the moment. The fish look okay, they're swimming around fine. So all's good at the moment, and the covers are doing the job. I'm still holding about 9.5 in the pond. And the warmest we've had it is 7 degrees over the last sort of 4 or 5 days. So it is quite cold at the moment, and the wind makes it feel even worse. But everything's going okay. The winter's good at the moment. Depends if we get a beast from the east again, I would imagine. Now, I have been asked several times what sheeting I've used for my pond covers, and I got it on eBay. I bought it on eBay. It's polycarbonate sheeting, and it's the same sort of thing as they use for the greenhouses these days. It's like double glazing your pond, basically. And it's the polycarbonate sheeting, and it's 10mm. You can get different sizes and different thicknesses, but I use the 10mm one, and it seems to work fine. But like I say, you can get it on eBay and get it delivered to your door. Well worth the money, I think. Well guys, it's pouring down with rain outside, so I thought I'd just give you a quick look at what I'm up to at the moment. And also the reason why this video wasn't out a week ago. I'm sat up here in my office. Well, it's not an office, it's a bedroom really, but the wife likes to call it an office. I think she likes to call it that because it makes it sound like I actually do some work. But there you go. Anyway, the reason I haven't had this video out is because I've had computer problems again. In fact, I've had to go so far as uninstalling and reinstalling Windows, which meant I had to start from scratch with absolutely everything. But I've got it all done. My computer I've just still got to put back together yet, but it's down there. I've got everything done. I've got my editing program back up and running. As you can see, I've got it on there now. I'm doing it at the moment. I've had to re-enter it all and start it all again. So I've got all that up and done. We're getting towards the end of it, but I thought I'd just let you know why I hadn't released a video lately. I've had major problems. I've been sat in here for a week and a half pulling my hair out as usual. Computers have that effect on you when you don't know what you're doing, I suppose. But there you go. I'm up and at it, and I'm hoping it'll be done very soon and uploaded for you guys. It's very difficult at this time of year to make a video of anything really, because there's nothing going on in the pond world. But I've managed to scrape a little bit together for you, just to keep you up to date on what's happening and how things are going. But I'm going to get on with this video now. I can't do anything outside. It's chucking it down with rain and has been for a couple of days, so I'm not too worried about being inside at the moment. Plus it's cold out there. Anyway, I'm going to press on, guys. I want to get this video done and get it uploaded. So I'm going to bring this video to an end, I'm afraid. Got to get on. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Do take care. And as always, happy ponding.